Who's your gardener here? Hello, YouTube. Well, I'm out here in the garden and I'm gonna pull some of these carrots up. I think maybe back to about here, and then all of those down there. I'm gonna do a little bit of an experiment. I'm gonna take some of the mulch that I put on the garden and I'm gonna pile it on top of the carrots. We're supposed to have some snow Monday. Not a tremendous amount. I think we're supposed to get about an inch or so. But what my experiment's going to be is just to cover those, leave them in the garden all winter long. And then when I want to pull some carrots to cook or whatever, I'll come back, pull the mulch back, dig whatever carrots I want, and take them in. So what I've been getting so far, I've just got a little bag out here. They've been good carrots, man. These were the emperors. I don't know if I can show that to you or not. Get you. I mean, you can see that dude is almost up to my elbow. I just pulled this one out and I thought, Mo, I gotta show them. Now explain this to me. This is one plant. That's one top and 2 carrots. 2 full carrots. And you can see, like I said, they're good sized carrots, and nice in diameter too. So let me get in here. We'll pull a few more. And I'll just pull some here. I'm not digging them. Of course, my ground is the tilth on it is so soft. All I got to do is really just kind of give them a wiggle, and they pull right up and out of there. I love digging carrots. It's kind of like potatoes. You don't ever know what you're going to get all kinds of funny looking shapes. A lot of times what will happen is as they come down, they'll hit something, and it'll divert and go one way or the other. Here's a little short stubby one. Oh, that's a long one. Feels like a long one. Yeah, there we go. That's a good carrot. These are decent. I'm impressed with them. I'm gonna grow them next year, I think. These are the imperial carrots. There it is. Well, that one forked off. Still got a long leg on one of them though. Well, I can't complain with these. These are fall carrots. Now, remember, in the spring, I planted carrots. It was on the other side of the U-shaped box here. And, well, I actually had some here too. And I canned all those. And then in August, I put another batch down of these carrots here, fall carrots. And this is part of the fall harvest season. Showing you crops that you can harvest in the fall. What is today? Today is I think tomorrow is December 1st. That one had a little bend at the end. Good carrots, man. Now them little ones, I'll take them in and use them up in the next day or two. Oh, that one's good one. Usually you can tell when they're going to be a nice length to them. they got a little more resistance when you go to pull on them. But oh yeah, that one's gonna be good. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Good night. That one went both ways. Now these guys here, I will just put these in my crisper. I don't know if it's just a Midwest thing or not, but almost everybody in the Midwest has got a refrigerator in their house, and then they've also got a refrigerator in their garage. And these will all go into the garage refrigerator, and we'll use those during the winter months. And a lot of times, now here's something you'll notice is I'm not cleaning all the dirt off of them. I will leave that dirt on them when I put them in the crisper. And I've actually, well, last year, matter of fact, or this year here, I pulled those out of the crisper drawer this spring, and what we hadn't used, I canned up with the rest of them that I planted this year. So they lasted an entire winter season in there. But yeah, I always just leave the dirt on them and wash them when you go to use them. Now I will take the tops off of them. Sometimes I'll leave, that was a good one, big old long one. Sometimes I'll leave just a little bit of the top on them, but you got to watch that. Sometimes they'll be all right, and then other times the tops will want to rot on you, and then it makes the carrot go bad. Oh, that's a, Lord have mercy, that's a good one there too. A couple long ones. Okay, we're almost, oh yeah. These are excellent. I know what I'm gonna be growing next season. These are excellent carrots. Yeah, buddy. I got a few short stubby ones, but for the most part, they're really good. Now, if you remember, this side of the box this summer is where I had those watermelon radishes, and I canned all that up. But the tilth on the ground was really loose, and because of those watermelon radishes, and I went ahead and oh man, oh wow, that's a big old boy. I don't know if you can see that or not. That is the length of my entire, from my elbow to my hand. Oh my word, look at that, dude. Look at the hole he come out of. But I would during the spring, after I'd harvest that watermelon radishes, I went ahead and just tilt this up just a little bit with a fork. You know, I didn't get crazy with it. I think I'm gonna stop right there. That's about half of the row. Man, that's a good crop of carrots right there. Just a half a row. And that looks good. And this other half, like I said, I'm gonna do an experiment. And I'm just gonna leave them in the soil. And I'm gonna cover it with some of that mulch over there. And I'm just gonna stack it on. And these are good carrots too. I'll get in here so I can show you. I mean, you can see that's the top of them. Both of them right there together. That's a good sized carrots. Yeah, all of them, it's just like the ones I pulled. They're all that way. But I've seen this before in magazines. I've seen it before in some videos. Not a whole lot of videos on storing your crops outside. A lot of people today, you know, they just go ahead and take them in. But you know, back in the old times, they didn't have a proper way to store them, and they would just leave them in the ground, and then they would just you know, insulate them. That's basically what you're doing here, is you're putting a barrier between them and the elements outside. And so I'm gonna cover these really good with some mulch. And when I want a carrot, I'm gonna come out and pull the mulch back and pull me some carrots up this winter. So that'll be a video to come. Storing your carrots and root crops in the ground. You know, they used to dig a hole even and line it a lot of times with straw, and that was their root cellar. That's where the name root cellar come from. They put their root crops in a hole and covered it up from the elements, and when they needed some of them, they'd go out and dig that hole up here in the wintertime, and they would retrieve, you know, carrots, potatoes, you know, stuff like that, beets, turnips. Turnips is what got us through a lot of the world wars. They said potatoes were scarce and people would eat turnips instead. If nothing else, the length on these carrots are awesome. And this ground is already, I mean, look at this. Just shoved my hand down in there. It has tilled the soil for me. That's one good thing I like about root crops. So, all right, enough babbling. Who's your gardener here? Lord bless. Have a good day.